What is going on, guys? Jay here from Maji and Jay. Today coming back with two great budget devices, at least on paper, and one of them is called the Samsung Galaxy M20, which is the one on the right side here, and then we have the Sony Xperia 10, which is the one on the left. This one came from Best Buy and it retails for about $340 approximately after taxes. This one here retails for about $234 and I got it from eBay, so that's a very good price considering that the specifications are really close on these two devices. Now they also have a plus model here for the Xperia 10. That one retails for about $420, but I just decided to go with this model because again it's the one that compares very closely here to the Galaxy M20. So we're gonna start with this device right here. This one carries the Snapdragon 630. It has the Adreno 508. It comes with 3 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage. It has a 2870 mAh battery, which is a little bit disappointing. It has a 6-inch Full HD display. This one comes with 457 ppi, so the density is a little bit higher than on the M20. I'll be talking about that in just a second. This one comes with a 8 megapixel front-facing camera, an aperture of 2.0, and then it has dual cameras on the back. One is at 13 with an aperture of 2.0, and then the 5 megapixels a wide-angle camera with an aperture of 2.4. And yes, I mean, this one doesn't have, I believe, NFC. I don't think it has wireless charging either. We have to confirm that here in just a second, but I do know that it comes with Android Pie 9.0, which is something that we will not see on the M20. This one comes with the Android Oreo 8.1. So anyways, let's go ahead and cut the seals here real quick. Let's go ahead and check on the Xperia 10 first. I do like the slim design. They had a live model display at Best Buy. I was able to check it out very quickly. So anyways, inside of the box here we get the manuals, a lot of booklets in here, I guess for different language. We get the charger, and this is a standard charger. We do not get a fast charger here. Let's just confirm that here. Yes, 5 volts, okay, and yes, definitely not a fast charger. We get here the USB Type-C cable, and that's all we get inside of the box here of the Xperia 10. Let's go ahead and put all this away real quick and take a look at the device very quickly. So it comes protected with this film, and here we have it. It has an aluminum body here from what I can feel on the back side here. And actually, guys, we do get NFC, excuse me for that, but we don't get wireless charging. Here we have the dual cameras, a 13 and a 5 megapixel like I mentioned before. The phone feels very good in the hand. This one, as you can appreciate, the fingerprint scanner is located on the right side of the phone. I am assuming this is the power key here. On top, we have the secondary microphone with the 3.5mm headphone jack. Then on the side here, we have what appears to be a little flap, but when we open it, this device here comes with dual SIM capabilities. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Let me try to pop this out and see if it does come out. I think I need a SIM ejector tool, unfortunately, but yes, it is a dual SIM, dual standby device. On the bottom here, we have the loudspeaker. I'm not sure if this has stereo speakers. I haven't read that yet, but let's assume that this is a loudspeaker, the microphone, and the USB Type-C port. Then here we have what appears to be the volume rockers up and down as well, right below the fingerprint scanner. So yes, it is a little bit different than what I'm used to. Normally we have the volume rocker on the other side of the device, or at least they are together. In this case, we have the fingerprint separating them. So again, that's a little different than what I'm used to, but it feels super great in the hand. Very slim design. So let's go ahead and get this one started here for a second while we do unbox the other one. Okay, the Samsung Galaxy M20, this one comes with the Exynos 7904, which is clocked at 1.8 gigahertz, and it's octa-core. And I believe the Snapdragon 630 here is clocked at 2.2 gigahertz. This one has 4 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal memory. Now look at this, guys. It comes almost with twice as more battery, 5,000 milliamp battery. Infinity V display. Okay, so this is something cool because we know they came with the Infinity O display, the V display, and some others. This one is the Infinity V, and this one has a resolution of 2520 by 1080 if I'm not mistaken, and it has 409 ppi, so the pixel density on the Sony is a little bit higher, giving you better view. Then we got here the dual camera setup on the back of the phone. One is a 13 with an aperture of 1.9 and a 5 with an aperture of 2.2. We have a selfie camera with an aperture of 2.0. Again, the battery we can see right there. The memory is also 64, but again, now we have 4 gigabytes of RAM. So far, at least in the battery and the RAM, this one is winning. Let's go ahead and again, just break the seal real quick. Let's open the device and let's check and see what's inside. Here we have the phone. This is supposedly the Indian version, so I got this charger. By the way, this is a fast charger as well, so that's another great feature of this device. And I think this one also comes with NFC. Here we have the SIM ejector tool, and then we get USB cable. That's all we get inside, so very similar to the Sony Xperia. And then inside here we have the manuals and all that crap that we don't read. And then here we have the phone. I got the blue color model. Let me see if I can actually take this off without peeling this, but I think I don't have a choice, guys. Let's just take this off. It is a little bit dusty in here. So here we have the phone. Let me just remove here the sticker on the back side of it. And I gotta say, it looks very, very nice. This one, the back is made of glass. So here we have the fingerprint scanner. And on this one, again, we have it on the side of the phone. Here we have the dual camera setup, a 13, which is the one on the bottom, and a 5 for wide angle. We have the LED flash. Then on the right side here, we have the volume rockers up and down with the power key. On the left hand side here, we have the SIM tray. I believe this is a single SIM. Then at the bottom, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack with the USB Type-C. We got here the main microphone and the loudspeaker. Again, 5,000 milliamp battery. Let's go ahead and get this one started as well. This one right here has a screen to body ratio of about, I think it's 88%. And this one has a screen to body ratio of 79.7%. So here you guys can see that it does have big bezels here on the top side, at least from what I can see so far. And yes, it does. And also on the sides here. So it does have a lot of bezels. Right now we are waiting here for the Samsung M20 to start, so that way we can get a better view of the display. By the way, this one has 6.3 inches, and again this one is 6 inches, and you can see the difference there in screen to body ratio. This one is a little bit wider so far. So for texting, I would say the Sony feels a lot better. And now what I'm going to do, guys, is go ahead and fast forward this part right here, doing all the setup, and I'll be right back. So now we got these two devices almost all set up and ready to go, with the exception that I need my SIM card as well as my Google information, but I just expedited all that information so that we can just take a look here at the user interface. Sony's, well, I'm gonna need some time to really know how good it is because it has been a while since I don't own a Sony device. I gotta be honest with you guys. When it comes here to the Samsung phone, well, I gotta say that I have the S10 Plus, and I know that, well, they optimize their phones for the most part to work quite well. So I have high hopes here for the M20, and again, it has a bigger battery, but I came to notice now that it doesn't have NFC and it doesn't have wireless charging. This one does have NFC, but it doesn't have wireless charging either. But now this one has fast charging and this one doesn't have fast charging. So those are so far the main differences between both. And if I forgot to mention, the GPU on the Sony Xperia 10 is the Adreno 509 or 508, excuse me, and this one is the Mali G71 on the Samsung device. So let's go here really quick into settings so that way we can check the operating system. This one is Android Oreo. If you go here into about device, we go into software information, we can see it right there on top, Android 8.1.0. In the other hand, here the Sony comes with a much better software. I didn't mean to click that. System. Let's go here into about device, and there we can see it, guys, on the bottom, Android 9. So again, that's the main difference so far between these two devices when it comes to the software. The cameras, I really haven't tested them yet. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at them. at least here from the camera view. Let's click on yes, let's click on OK, allow, turn on, and here we have the camera. So let's try here the rear view camera. So far they both seem to have good qualities, but on a separate video I'll be focusing more on the cameras, of course. Let's flip this around, and let's flip it around here on the Galaxy. Let's click on skip and OK. There we got the front facing cameras. Okay, so far this one seems to be I would say oversaturated a little bit with a lot of I would say overexposed a little bit, and this one seems to have more natural colors. But again, this is not a full camera comparison yet, guys. On a separate video I'll be doing the Antutu benchmarks. I'll be doing a whole bunch of different comparisons because the price is really close. But so far I don't know why I am aiming a little bit more towards the M20, although I like the NFC capabilities on the Sony. So this is going to be a tough one, guys. The Sony feels a lot better in the hand than the Samsung Galaxy M20 so far from what I can feel. So anyways, guys, this is going to complete the unboxing and the quick hands-on of the Sony Xperia 10 and the Samsung Galaxy M20. If you guys have any questions, you know exactly what to do. Just leave your comments below. Don't forget that links will also be provided below. Make sure to check them out. Thank you so much for watching. Continue subscribing, and I'll see you guys on my next one.